Michael here at drawingteachers.com. We're going to do the name Brandon, and we've been doing a lot of graffiti letters up until now. I'm going to do Brandon in more of a 3D letter with overlapping letters here. There we go, something like that. And I'm making the B a little bigger. I tend to always do that. I tend to make the first letter too small, and then I move forward and decide I need it bigger. But that's okay, you can go back and fix things. Okay, let's go ahead and outline those letters. And these are sort of blocky letters, so I'm just going to kind of outline them fairly straight. We'll be adding a 3D perspective to them. B, R, A, N, D, O, and finally another N. And let's get the center of that A. Alright, that's step one, is to block out your letters. Now we're going to do a three-dimensional edge to this, and what we're going to do is we're going to come off these corners and just pull lines from each corner point. Okay, so from the round elements, what we got to do is we got to figure out where that line would come off of that round element. Something like that. Something like that off the B. Okay, so now we're going to draw the back edge of the letter. And inside here, we're going to draw the underside right there of the inside of the letter. So this part right here would become a back edge. You don't see it right there, but it's going to be back in there, and it's going to come down and connect with that. That's going to connect over. We're going to match that line right there. And the bottom of this R would kick off like that. And then this would come straight over on the A, and that would kick up. And so you just kind of follow that base of the N, going to follow that line, going to match that line, going to match that curve right there. See, that would come off diagonally and match that right there. We're going to match that, something like that. Straight up there, straight across, match that angle, straight across. Okay, inside here, and inside there, and that you wouldn't even see inside of that letter. So there's Brandon. Now I'm going to take a dark brown really would like a dark gray. Let's see if I have a dark gray. Take a darker gray here. And let's shade the side of this. But we're going to leave some spaces and not make this an even shading, but a stylized shading here on the side. So I don't really have this planned out as I'm going. I'm just alternating between thick areas and thin areas. But I am trying to make it dark down in these deep recesses here, right there in the end. And here would be good to be dark. Okay, there we go. Now I have not cleaned up my pencil marks, so let me finish that up and erase some of those pencil marks there. I'm going to do an outline. Didn't mean to touch right there, but you know, you just go on and do the best you can. If you touch somewhere, well, you know, we can fix that actually by coming in on this with a little bit of a different color gray, a lighter gray, and we'll just fill in this part in here. Just make that all part of the design. This becomes a background for this Brandon name. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that in there, and in there, and there, and there, and there. And to add a little something here to the name, let's do a couple of shading marks. Use the thin part of this marker. Alright, and now I want to color that back edge with something. I'm thinking that Kind of an orangey color would look cool. And let's put just a little bit of a light blue into the name. There, and this part right here under the N needs to be dark. Alright, last but not least, I want to take my black, come back around here and make this a little bolder back here. My marker is just about running out, so I have to press fairly hard here to make this happen. And we're going to call that done. There is the name Brandon.